Say it again?
Shit fuck.
Damn it. Damn it. Welcome everybody to the PSL Season 8 Losers Bracket. This is the Mega Scuffed Edition, and I absolutely mean it's Mega Scuffed. I'm Kyon, joining me as Arbiter. Before we begin, where do we start today?
Blame Discord, everything is their fault. No, actually.
Yeah, we, Discord ate shit, which is why we were delayed. Like, just to give you guys an idea, we were on time, like, all of us were on time. We were about ready for showtime, and Discord just could not recover in time. So, we were not supposed to play this matchup yet, but because both teams are ready, and we figured it's just the right time to do so, we're just gonna do it now. So, we're gonna give you guys a bonus round 1 for us to get this one going.
We already have our raid message for the day. During an upgrade today, we suffered a cascading failure resulting in intermittent unavailable servers. We've restored most of the affected servers and are working on remedy downstream issues. The downstream issues are if you opened a new client, you can't join any VCs.
Yes.
But if you have an old instance of Discord open from before the crash, you don't get any messages.
Yep, that's been our thing this evening. So nothing has gone right for us.
Everything is wrong.
Yes, everything sucks, by the way. Sparkling Sea, by the way, just hopped in the lobby and then left, by the way. Just giving you a heads up.
Cool. Fuck them.
Cool. Are we not doing this? Are we not doing this matchup? Did we just go off the mic for no reason?
Okay. Alright, I'm telling... Alright, both teams know to come.
They can literally just hop in. We're waiting for you.
Yeah, look, Sparkling Sea's match was done so early that we're doing this one. It's not the plan, but you know, you're here, we're here. Why would we make you wait? Yeah. And honestly, if we're not gonna make you wait, why would we make ourselves wait?
Yeah, that's a good point. And if the other, I'm still waiting for that, by the way. I'm gonna send the invite code.
Hashtag give Kyon money. Check broadcast feed. Why
am I giving Kyon money? Because I forgot to post it on broadcast feed because I'm a dum-dum? Yes. Thank you. Sparkling Sea and Replica is... God damn it. Should I just ping the captain's table? We're doing all of our behind the scenes live because nothing's working today.
Nothing is working. Also, if you're a captain and you're hearing this, DM me the result. I don't know if Discord will send it.
I do see the crime, man. Did you DM Eris?
Yes, yeah, they said they're waiting on a teammate that is in a...
okay, I see him.
Something against your advisement. Anyway. Ah!
Yeah, we're kind of stressed.
John?
I'm stressed. I think you're stressed as I am too, dude, so...
I'm doing better than I was 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
when
God.
I didn't know what was going wrong.
Oh,
now
God.
I know what's going wrong, and it's just, I'm running in circles.
So I'm just gonna point this out right now. Sparkling Sea are trying to troll me right now.
Good.
I believe I have... I'm just giving you...
You need a little laughter in your life.
Crime Man 7 Paralyzed Christmas Lights. Normally I'd have I see Replica's tag. Actually, this makes sense.
Are they repping?
They're repping the colon symbol.
Rep Eris, Rep Kuya, Rep. That's honestly what they should do, is just rep colon and then shorthand the names.
But they did colon, which actually works out too.
Nah, rep it.
God damn it. So, oh, by the way, because you're telling people to DM the codes, you're gonna have to let Shamrock know to announce the next message.
Yeah.
You're aware of that. So, just to give you guys an idea, this is not a normal losers bracket broadcast because of all the Discord issues and the fact that we're having to do double duties, which, by the way, I think I see everybody here.
Okay, if everyone's here,
we're gonna start.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it is Barnacle and Dime zones anyway. Oh. Not too fast. Roll. Okay. Now that we're back, We're gonna be here's what's gonna happen. We are literally running on one of the most scuffed broadcasters of all time because of all the Discord issues. So there may be a chance you'll be hearing solo commentary from me while Iron Sings out. Thank goodness you're doing that, Arb, by the way.
Something will break.
Yes.
It's just a question of when and if it's convenient.
Yep, pretty much. So our first matchup, which just happens to be the one where both teams are just ready to go. There's no reason for them to wait. It is gonna be Supericee versus Replica. By the way, Replica, the 11 seeds. Supericee, I already forgot what seed they're in. I think they're the 8th seed.
Not 8. It's 8 or 9.
It's 8 or 9, whatever number it is.
It's 8.
It is 8. One of those series is correct. They're playing off in the lower brackets. Winner of this one moves on. Loser is done for the night, probably for their own benefit, for all we know. They'll take on the winner of Slant, and then the ongoing losers won. Because this match ended, because Sprinks' matchup ended so early, this is kind of a bonus game for all of you guys tonight. So,
By the way, I am actively rooting for someone getting eliminated. It's one less person I have to DM. I don't care who it is, as long as it's one of you.
By the way, you're also gonna need to keep an eye on any substitutions.
Oh,
errors.
Don't worry, my phone is open.
Okay, you're on point with this. By the way, Particle and Dime Zones is the first map of the day. We haven't even talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll respond to that. Go explain whatever you see.
Well, here's the number one thing I'm looking for that I was missing from the wildcard matchup. It's the Dynamo from Misceris.
I love that Dynamo pick, by the way, from Misceris. Actually, the gold Dynamo, though, of all things, though, is the one with the super chomps. Take that as you will. What's up?
And a Splat Bomb.
and I guess the Splat Bomb. That is also a very important thing.
Look, I understand the reasoning not picking Dynamo in the wild card, though, but if you play a specialty weapon, sometimes people just don't know how to beat it.
That's certainly very true. Christmas, by the way, Christmas is dead. We have lost Christmas forever. Kyoya gets the splat onto Christmas. Replica is gonna get the lead, and they get
First
3
triple.
down, by the way, no problem.
Yep, little bit of back and forth there. It was the first zone capture from the side of Sparkling Sea, but Rep Eka is going to immediately get the cap back, and it's going to be a significant push. How did the Hydra... Oh, never mind. I saw it out of the corner of my screen.
Yep, they got a... Let's just say they may have a Trizuka shot there just now. The cooler has been dished out there. Sparkling Sea, however, starting this one from behind, they are able to get the zap out of there. Kyoya is down with the zap and the blaster from, I can only imagine this one being Fox. The lights are indeed keeping the lights on for the rest of the team. There is 2 down situation, and now it's a delayed 3, effectively a delayed wipe. This will be the cap for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a cap, but almost 3/4 of the score gone, down to 27. It's a pretty good push from the side of Repika. Unfortunately, Kuya going to go down without Cooler. The rest of members of Repika just trying to find some positioning in. Unfortunately, a second and third pick are found, and the Dynamo's in a bad position. A delayed wipe, as now only the NZAP remains and only the blaster from Sparkling Sea going down. They're set up to get a push that should give them the lead, but right now, it's not about getting the lead. It's about setting up for that KO.
Yeah, just trying to set up down for that KO, but this is the big thing though. If you are Repika, is you need to stay alive at all costs. And it looks like Sparkling Sea has nicely recovered from that early slog there. They're down 22 points plus remaining. That slow start was more of was just more of them being the little start of the game, but it looks like Repika has taken out 2. Sparkling Sea has that one set into neutral, which may have bought just enough time. But Eris is gonna trade. That trade is something that Sparkling Sea will take any day of the week. And will be 2 down, and that will be the game. Sparkling Sea will take this first map home.
It was such a good job from Miss Eris to stay alive there at the end. Otherwise, it would have certainly been thing. They at least bought themselves time to be able to get the neutralize and potentially get to cap. But unfortunately, Sparkling Sea's members just able to come back first, outnumber the members of Repika, and that's going to be game 1 to them.
Nice. By the way, it is now triple dab instead of quad dab. I'm actually pretty upset about this, by the way.
I'm also upset.
I know we could talk about something that has occurred with that particular matchup there, as we do have a quick substitution here. But on that note, I think the slow start for Sparkling Sea, they didn't seem phased to it about whatsoever. They started winning all their fights that they needed to, and
I'm seeing messages
Go ahead.
Oh wait, no.
Go.
Never mind.
You can literally also tell me live updates too while I'm explaining. Don't worry about it.
The live update is I'm in pain.
The live update said you're in pain. I appreciated that. And we do see Togekiss actually being substituted in for Red Pika. I believe I'm going to be waiting on one substitution for Sparkling Sea based on the way this is going to go.
Yep.
So we're just waiting to see what that one looks like at this stage. I'm also checking all the other chats too. On that note, and we are so I'm gonna again. My brain is kind of running on fumes, by the way. Just pointing that out because we're having to multitask. But I think Sparkling Sea recovered nicely from the slow start that they had. I'm gonna go ahead and load up for map 2, but because both teams are loaded in.
Okay, go ahead. Do it.
We're doing it.
It's best
We're doing
of 3. Best of 3. Red Pika's tournament life is on the line.
There we go. Yeah. Can I point out how much I like having you on the mic after all the stress that we're both having to like exude. But
I can always go back to Splashdown Crusader mode if you want.
We are not going back to that mode. This is the playoffs, you know.
Yeah?
But
Negative points can be assigned at any time.
No. We are not doing negative points. We are not doing negative points. By the way, which I don't know who this person is. I just love that Sprinks is just trolling me with all these splash tags at this point, or the
Don't worry about
correction.
I'm perfectly fine with this. By
the way, I'm saying splash tags. By the way, my brain's kind of running on low ink fumes at the moment too. But spoilers, I am commentating low ink tomorrow. Go tune into that if you want. That being said, we're loading into map number 2. I believe this is the correct map that I'm looking at here. Ship-shape Targo Tower Control. Yes, Cargo Tower Control. Map 2 for this one. I take a look at the weapons here. It's effectively the same thing out of Sparkling Sea. Replica had Togekiss being substituted out for the S-Blast 91.
Yes! It has a Booyah Bomb and a Burst Bomb.
You know what?
It made the 92 obsolete.
You know
People
what?
still pick it.
People will still probably pick it for the memes anyway. All things considered there. Nice direct shot, by the way, from the blaster, which I can only imagine that one being Fox. That's 3 down, by the way. I was about to say 3 down situation, but don't ignore that just now. Two members have fallen on Sparkling Seas, and however, they will push this tower a little bit slowly. Trying to play this one a little patiently there. T-Tech is able from Kyoya was able to find one nice bomb toss, able to get Crime Man. That's a nice little double there, and that will be a bunch of members down there. Arbiter, go for it.
Oh, what a great! First, we see Fox take that flank path on the left. I love that flank path. Anytime I'm playing a Slayer weapon like 96 or something like a blaster, just able to. It's just not a path that a lot of people expect. That being said, Togekiss able to get out with the blaster on the initial thing that the members of Sparkling Sea knew exactly where they were, but just weren't able to deal with the timing that the rest of Red Pika set up. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough for the lead, but we're seeing in the first minute a lot of jockeying between the first checkpoint. A lot of this match is going to be played maybe not at the first checkpoint, but just a little past this ramp. I expect the first team able to push past this ramp is going to be in a huge advantage. It's Math Wizard going to go down, threatening the tower. This Zuka going to be crucial to delay the members of Red Pika as the Dynamo comes out. Unfortunately, 2 members down of Red Pika. They're going to be the first ones down the ramp, so advantage to them. But Kyoya, with that T-Tech, able to stop them right before checkpoint 2.
Yeah, the nice hold there, but Red Pika's bit is now down by just a tiny bit more. Togekiss, by the way, going down as well. On top of this is actually going to be 2 down there. Math Wizard and Misceris is going to have to retreat just a bit. There's a lot of control, though, from Sparkling Sea to get this one rolling there. Then that's by the way, getting 2-for-1 trade. That's a trade they'll take any day of the week, as Christmas is lurking large. I don't even know who's playing shot on Sparkling Sea's land there. Fox, who I can only presume is Lights. Sparkling Sea is still pushing up ahead here. Arbiter, as the Trizuka finds one.
Oh my goodness. They're just, right now the issue that Red Pika is having is dealing with this Hydra. They just can't get members close enough to it to deal with it. And even when they can get members near it, the blaster just comes from behind them and is able to get at least 2. That's how they've been able to sustain this pressure so far, as we're going to see Sparkling Sea play around the tower once again. Gonna try and push up to that checkpoint. They've already gotten to 29.
Yeah, trying to see if they can get the finishing blow here on this second shot, but they probably won't be able to. Actually, TogekiS throws the Bui Bomb right into Crime Man, which I get the idea behind that. Trying to shut down the pain that is their backline in Butters with that Hydra, but it didn't really fare out too much there. All it did was just displace him for about a few seconds, and that is going to be 2 down on both sides. This has been Repika's tower being stuck in their territory, to say the least. The Trizuka not able to find anybody else. Dynamo still lurking large from Misceris. See if they can make anything happen there. Eris is down, however, by the end of things. And Math Wizards are just going to be out of position entirely. 2 members have gone down. Bai is actually not able to get one. That's going to be okay. Sparkling Sea still keep this tower in Repika's territory. Repika has not been able to get a push since the first one.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, and it's even showcased by the Booyah Bomb, they're struggling so much with the Hydra. It's the weapon that is clearly on their mind the most. And it's just allowing the other members of Sparkling Sea to get into very annoying spots for Repika to deal with. Gonna see the Hydra with a full charge, trying to hold on. Is Repika playing for their tournament life, just trying to stay alive. 1v1 on the tower. Tri-Slosher's gonna win that every time as 2 people jump to the tower. But there's no way they should be able to survive this.
Yeah, there is no way they're gonna be able to survive that one, R. But I do love the opportunistic jumps, especially at that point in the game where you want to go for the KO, go for the finishing blow, if you will. They're against Repika, but that's really all it's going to be by the end of things. Now, Sparkling Sea loses 2 on this one. It is still doable, but they got to go coast to coast, as one of my favorite pals would normally say. Trying to see if they can take this tower all the way down to their territory. TogekiS is trying to set up for a really good position there, but can TogekiS find anybody else? No, surrounded by all members of Sparkling Sea. Really trying to build something for their team by the look of things. And Repika has gone too, and Kyoya is able to try to keep this one alive for their team, but not anymore. It is 15 seconds away. Sparkling Sea looking to advance to the next round.
Even if they're able to get to the tower, they need to find some way to make this Hydra uncomfortable. They've just been able to sit. There's nothing that Repika has been able to do. They're gonna Booyah Bomb the tower for the GG, and that's gonna be the set for Sparkling Sea.
Sparkling Sea moving on to the next round. We say goodbye to Repika for this one. I know with all the issues that they've had to deal with earlier in terms of getting just even able to get started on the tournament. May have gotten on their minds a little bit there, but that's really all it's gonna be. And again, the triple dab is online. Sparkling Sea, it's a very big contrast, by the way, from map 1 to map 2. Map 1, slower start. Map 2, much better start. Able to keep that one in their territory for a good chunk of that game. And that's really just good gameplay overall from Sparkling Sea. They're able to just keep that Hydra planted, protecting them at all costs. And yeah, as you mentioned, Sparkling Sea was just able to, Sparkling Sea, whomever this Crime Man person is, was able to get that Hydra revving up the entire way through. And yeah, Sparkling Sea moves on to the next round there, Arb.
Yeah, Sparkling Sea, unfortunately, just able to muscle. They were able to take a game off Rabbids, so we shouldn't be surprised. They're obviously in good form today. But, I mean, it's disappointing for Repika. They were made out of people from the free agent showcase, people that were teamless. They had the pick of the litter of their people. I was really excited for this team. I loved watching this team throughout the season. It's just unfortunately that someone had to go.
Yeah, effectively. Now, I got some news for you, Arbiter.
Oh? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
What did you see?
I had a heart attack. The server went down for a second.
Don't worry, I did too. But I got the result for the other match.
Yep, I got it too.
There's a little bit of a spoiler here. Do we just go ahead and start this one? So here's the thing. The other match, the live... So there are 2 streams, by the way. The other one's on Proton John's end, of course, as we all know. But that match has only just wrapped up game number 1, by the way. And Firefin knew their assignment, by the way. They just immediately hopped in on this. Yeah. Spoilers.
Yeah, I DM'd them.
Yeah, this was so. Here's the funny thing. We got Sparkling Sea Repika, which, by the way, yeah, you go ahead and message both teams if you haven't already.
Done.
We got. What's up?
Done.
Nice, thank you. So, a little bit of insider knowledge for all of you guys. So Sparkling Sea and Repika, surprise, this was not supposed to be our featured matchup.
No, this was.
This upcoming one was gonna be our matchup anyway, so we may as well just play it. I know we kind of staggered everything out. At this point, though, with the fact that we're so delayed the way we are, we may as well just get everything out of the way at this point, should we?
Sure, whatever you say.
Typh is saying hi. I got ignored by you. I ignore them. You know what? That's
Don't have the stream chat open. I'm sorry. I have too much to do to have that.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. My brain's all over the place too. So you gotta understand. Me and Ard are kind of running on stress levels higher than they should.
Well, I'll tell you, the winners bracket is right now is 1-1. Going into game 3 on Scorch Guards Clan Blitz, Inkslingers is the same. So the two games that we don't have results for are currently in game 3. One of them will be going to game 4. I don't have the score of Inkslingers versus Booyah Brigade yet.
All right, I'm gonna also let our 5th official know. Shamrock is an official too, by the way. Just let him know that teams that have already lost can just go ahead and proceed.
Yep.
Go ahead and fill in time while I typed all this stuff out. If you want. Otherwise, you can just keep me silent here, by the way.
No, I just want to get into matches so I can think about other things. You're glad I'm here.
Yeah, kind of. So just by the way, just a little spoiler for you guys. We already had this featured matchup already picked before we went live, so this kind of helps us a lot.
Well, this is one of the many potential matchups.
Oh, no matter who lost on this particular one, they were gonna get showcased anyway.
Yeah.
Get both teams out of the way there while I edit some stuff on my production end.
All right, I've told Inkslingers lost 3-0. I'm telling them to just go ahead.
Yep. Oh, all right. Well. All right, and you can just tell Shamrock to just do the formal announcement anyway. All right. Okay, so, hey, Planet Firefin versus Soul, by the way, is our featured matchup. By the way, this seems really familiar for both of us.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
You actually don't?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. What could you be talking about?
Well, no, we could be talking about either you're serious or you're screwing with me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You actually don't know?
No, I know what you're talking about.
I figured as much. I knew you were doing this. You suck. You suck.
Nah.
I know it's gonna be one of these days. It's gonna be one of these.
Ironically,
Fireman versus Soul is our next matchup. By the way, the reason why I'm saying that, so Arbiter was my co-comp for losers bracket back in season 6. Our first matchup was Soul and Firefin. We're going back to the old days.
I'm only here when things break.
I'm glad. I'm glad. So just to give you guys a quick update while you're probably just feeling all the messages here. So you might realize that we're actually going back to round 1. That is because Sprinks and Replica have finished their matchup early. This was the matchup we wanted to show you guys anyway. It was gonna work out. It worked out regardless. We're good. We doing this well. We're doing great here this evening. Firefin versus Soul. Now we saw this earlier with Barnacle Dime Zones, where Sprinks had the slow start. Now we gotta see who has the we gotta see how this match plays out for Firefin and Soul. Firefin, by the way, I believe was the 3rd seed, if I'm not mistaken, coming out of winners brackets.
Yes, they are the 3rd seed.
So whatever happened in that winners bracket matchup upstairs, it was an upset somehow that Firefin dropped down here. Now they gotta see if they can get themselves back together. What's up?
3-0 upset too, so it's 3-0 upset, so it might be an off day, but they gotta get going.
Yep.
Gotta get it going.
Yeah. So now that we're set, Firefin, by the way, is here. Soul's on the other side, of course. Now, Soul wants to repeat the same process of making it to the 2nd round. Firefin wants to deny that. Who wins out? Which one wins out first?
Firefin wants vengeance. I can assure you they are not happy about going down 3-0 in the winner's side, so they got something to prove here. Soul, similarly, Sparkling Sea, ironically, who we just had on the stream, also looking to redeem themselves after losing in the first wildcard round. That being said, only one of them gets to do it. It's going to start control, going back and forth as picks are... Wow, there's just like no one can affirm any control. First hard control is going to go to Team Soul as Michel going to get rushed down on that pencil. Unfortunately, just no teammates to back them up, especially not with that inkjet coming out. Brush from Ember. I'm just going to call them both Ember, even though I know one is clearly M.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. I'll take this one here. So we do see Firefin still stuck behind, and actually, where did I say that? By the way, it's 3 down. Trip Strikes did find one right out of the gate. Their coolers are being dished out as we speak, but, and Firefin needs to just start attacking as soon as they can. Though they can't afford to just kind of stagger themselves out by a bit. Vince with a huge find onto the ball point. Go.
They went for the players instead of the zone, and that means that Soul was able to retain control throughout this entire time. They had a full 3-down respawn in the middle of this, a staggered 4-down, and it just doesn't matter because Firefin chased the last member, and Soul's gonna take game 1.
Okay, so Soul has something to prove. Firefin, what is going on with Planet Firefin here? That's what I was wondering there. Yes.
Something is not working. I don't know what it is, but I have not seen this side of Fire. This doesn't happen. They're usually the team that over-focuses on the objective.
You were supposed to play for the objective generally, but Firefin, as you mentioned, chase for the members, which they are not part of the objective. They're just there to distract you. So unfortunately, Firefin with the split priority, Soul was able to keep control of that zone for that prolonged period of time. I was actually shocked that they weren't able to take advantage of it whatsoever there. And again, Firefin gotta get themselves reset back. You're down 1-0. You have to win the next 2 to advance to the next round. Soul wants to reassert their dominance here in playoffs, and when I say reassert dominance, make it to the next round. But Soul has to deal with this in shape cargo tower control. We saw from the previous stream matchup that Sprinks had total control the entire time. I want to see if Firefin has adjustments and if Soul has dominance, or they fold a little bit.
Yeah, looking at the team comps, Firefin should have the advantage in tower control, especially on ship shape, but I mean, it comes down to what you're able to do. That last game, I would have said that was also Firefin favored once I saw the pencil, and they just weren't able to get anything going.
Yeah, so, yeah, absolutely, yeah, and I'm seeing messages here. An absolute, I think people are still stunned that Firefin completely split their priorities from the previous map there when attacking the zone. They have tower control. It is a big objective. It is something you have to push, basically, going from coast to coast. So it shouldn't be. It should hopefully be obvious to both teams that there is a target they gotta push through the many checkpoints that they have. Now, Firefin, whatever's happening there, something needs to change here. This is their tournament lives, and the last thing you want to do is have the earliest exit you can have as a team that made it to a first round bye.
Yeah, they're gonna have to start getting their mind together, reset. Like, look, those last 4 games, really, you just have to say didn't happen. Tourney starts now.
Yes, this is the tourney lives here for Planet Firefin to speak of, and as you mentioned, this has to start now for the group. Now, Soul, I think are very happy with the way that result went, but obviously they still have to respect Firefin. They are a third place team for a reason. Go ahead.
Oh, they're fucking ecstatic. They were been sitting on their hands like, oh god, I hope we're warmed up and ready to go for this, and they go out and do that. Yeah, they're ecstatic playing against a team that just played their own match. They're looking to continue the momentum from this. They're looking for a similar wipe the start of their last match. We'll see what they can do if Planet Firefin's able to stabilize a little bit, but I mean,
yeah,
the expectation should be, well, Soul did it once. Why can't they do it again?
Absolutely, and now Soul's coming with a little fire in here. Inkbrush and V Jr., by the way, is on the side of Team Soul. The Tri-Stringer is the weapon of choice from Michel for this one. Okay. We're gonna roll with that one. I assume Arbiter's probably busy there in that side of the fence. 2 for 2 trade, by the way, is the Result, they score, and it's a wipeout, by the way, but it's Crash that's the only one alive. I think Crash is just gonna stay on this tower and provide the jumps.
I'm the king of the hill! Me! It's mine!
Okay.
Crash to be the only one alive on either team, able to kind of provide the jumps for their team, but SolumNmu going to be able to get the tower, prevent them from getting anywhere near through that checkpoint, but 2 down on each of the sides, so we'll see who's able to sustain this. Icy right now in a bubble on the tower, able to provide jumps. A cancel on the splashdown gonna come out, but it's a trade because they can't take care of the fist. 3 down on the members of Team Soul, and that's a wipeout. Momentum finally starting to go their way.
Firefin is gonna be very happy with that wipeout, even though they lost the first time. They had to get, they basically need to be on the right track. Now you can get your team fully set up as much as you can. Make sure you can build upon an even bigger score. They're doing that just well, by the way. Not a problem whatsoever. And now we gotta see how this plays out. Firefin is gonna be able to get through the first checkpoint, no problem, unless Icy has something to say about it. No, not anymore. The bomb does take out one. It is gonna slow things down by just a tiny bit, but it is a lead change. Still very early in the matchup. Ember is able to lurk large there with the ink brush. They died there somehow, some way, and it is just gonna be 49 points remaining. Tower's just gonna get stuck.
Yeah, they do importantly get through that first checkpoint, so they're not going to be stalled out, but Terra buying so much time in this pit area as Soul finally, after a couple staggers on the side of Planet Firefin, able to get full control of this tower. They're going to push onto the other side, but 2 members of Soul are down, so really how much are they going to be able to push at all?
Yeah, I'm going to be really curious to see how Soul adjusts to this portion here, as the Ink Jet is, by the way, shut down from the skies above, and that is Firefin taking 3 members out of the picture, and this will be Firefin still pushing up ahead. Now the rest of the team has to quickly respond as much as they can. Now we do see Icy, they're just having to throw bombs right now. Tri-Sugar is trying to fire from distance. We do see M and Soul now trying to collapse onto the rest of the team there. It is going to be 3 down, it's a nice collapse, and it's only going to be 26 points remaining. Soul with a nice hold.
Yeah, Soul with a great hold. Unfortunately, the dually still causing a little bit of issue. Finally gonna go down in that pit area, but we're starting to see a little bit of momentum from Firefin. A little bit of what we saw in the regular season as a trade goes down on the left side of the map. Inkjet gonna get a pick on the bow. Like, I'd be maybe not like overly worried if I'm Team Soul, but you know, it's good to see that Firefin is at least able to get back into this a little bit.
The thing that Soul has is that they still have time. Well, okay, that wipeout is going to say otherwise, but basically, they still had time up until that wipeout did occur. But 2 minutes on the clock, still no reason to panic just yet. Now you have a little bit of reason to be a little worried here if you're a Team Soul, though. Just that wipeout is going to give Firefin a chance to basically plant themselves up forward and trying to build up the space for their team to help extend the push. But they're going to let this tower reset back up to mid as much as they can. The bomb nearly takes out Vince, by the way, just for a little boot there. And it will be Soul somehow able to take 2 members out of there. They do lose the dualies as part of this trade there, and SolumnMushroom is just done there, done on that side. Soul is back up.
The dualies fell off the map.
Oh, no!
I wondered what happened on the left side because I thought the shot and the dualies were about to have a big fight. And I just look at the top of the screen, the dualies are dead. It's like, I must be looking at the wrong dualies. Camera pans over, I see Crash just off the side of the ship.
Yeah,
Yeah, the good news for Team Soul that I want to highlight, they got the checkpoint on the first go-around, so any good push for them is going to be contesting with that lead, but right now, the defense from Planet Firefin is not giving them room to breathe. It's a lot of staggered fights that are separated from the side of Soul, not able to help their teammates get along going, so they're just going to have to win their 1v1s, and Crash wins a 1v3!
Yeah, Crash just won a 1v3 there, and that will be huge. Now, Soul can do the exact same thing. Crash is putting up the triple splashdown, and it will take up SolumnMushroom. That's still going to be huge. Per their opinions, now Vince is done as well. Terra had to retreat back for 2, and this will be Icy and Ember now trying to lurk large, but they're leaving Terra and the SolumnMushroom unchecked themselves, and it is split priority. Soul is done. Firefin with the defensive hold. Arbiter, we could be seeing a game 3 here, depending on how this map finishes out.
They put so much focus on dealing with the bow, they forgot about Terra! Terra able to get a double kill on the tower, able to clear out the wipeout, and the members of Soul will not regain the tower. We're going to game 3!
Hello, game 3, everybody! That's how I love when a game goes to game 3. You do too, of course. And now we are seeing the Firefin that we should be expecting from earlier matches wake up and show up, of course. But their next map is going to be a Rainmaker map. It is going to be the first appearance, actually, here on stream, which I'm actually really happy we were able to. All things good. Scourge Gorge Rainmaker, not Rangemaker. Scourge Gorge Rainmaker is the map of choice. Gonna be curious to see how both teams play this one out.
Yeah, Scorch. Oh, it's Scorch Rainmaker.
It sure is, baby.
I don't think either team has won on Scorch Gorge in any of their games.
Are you serious? I need to check. We need the statistics on this, by the way.
That sounds right. I know Firefin hates this map.
Well, they're gonna have to destroy their inner demons on this one. Yep. Yep. This could be greatest game, to quote a famous sports YouTuber.
Did you say famous sports VTuber?
I said famous sports YouTuber. Though I would love to see a sports VTuber. I'm gonna be real here. I'm gonna be real. I would love that too. Let's be honest.
Neither of them are gonna be happy with this.
So
and that's what makes it perfect.
So yeah, about that. About that.
You know, someone has to win.
Oh, someone has to win entirely here.
It's not usually what we say in a 1-1 set in a best of 3, but someone has to win. Someone's breaking the curse.
I would love to see. I would love to see how this how this plays out. Someone has to win in Scorch eventually. I would love to see how this works out. I want to see this. I want to see some fireworks in this Scorch Gorge Rainmaker map here, personally though. But I think Firefin wants to beat their demons. Michel's probably screaming in the distance as you speak. And Sol just wants to go back to the usual glory days of making it to the next round. I'm still gonna call them that they need to make it to the next round, just for the tradition. I think Firefin doesn't want none of that. Game 3, by the way, coming up. And I'm so glad I have you on for this one. By the way, dueling splooshes.
Dueling splooshes. Oh my.
Oh my god. What is going on anymore? Why do we have dueling splooshes in Scorch?
I know
I can
hilarious.
understand Vince playing it, but not Sol. I don't remember Sol having a specialist there. Ember, by the way, shut down right as I called out the sploosh.
What do you mean? They have Vic.
I guess they had Vic, but the Vic's not even here though. I'm pretty sure. Either way, what's up?
Didn't ask ratio.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Someone asked me earlier today what I wanted to see out of today's matches. This.
Whoa. There is
complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah, I definitely agree there.
Oh my!
Lag. There is some lag.
Let's hope that's just spec lag.
I hope so too.
Didn't see what got it, but someone able to deny the what should we call it, pedestal deck point from the side of Firefin. Unfortunately, they immediately lose 2 members, and therefore nothing they can do about this. But specials and the fact that that is a heavy edit mean that they are going to buy their plat back. Sol having to retreat all the way back to mid. Gonna have to see what comes from this. But first pick does go Firefin's way, so maybe they're gonna make a push themselves.
Yeah. Now you gotta see how this one plays out there. It is Sol that just struck big there. Again, I'm still hoping that is speculating, because that's a pretty brutal way for a game to be decided if lag actually did happen. I'm just gonna note that out right now. Buoy Bomb, by the way, denied. Just gonna note that the Buoy Bomb is gone out of the picture, by the way, and with a nice stop there by who's on that Nautilus, and it will be 2 members down on Star. They're just gonna let this Rainmaker reset, which is actually gonna be very wise, all things considered. But they did lose 2 in the process.
This is like Planet Firefin's hell match. They have to fight a Nautilus.
What?
They have to play on Scorch. There's lag.
Nothing is working today.
Did someone at Nintendo just ask, what is everything that Planet Firefin hates, and just make a checklist?
Yeah, I guess that's certainly true.
I think someone's about to DC.
I have a feeling about that.
I'm pretty sure it's the Sploosh.
I think the poor little Sploosh is about to DC. It has not officially registered. Not sure if it has registered on your end. You saw that too, by the way.
Oh yeah, they were standing still for a while.
Unless are they moving? We gotta see if they're on the mic. Oh yeah. This is a crusty matchup, and it has to happen on the game 3. That is wow. Is all I'm gonna say on that.
I'm gonna get a DM about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait the DMs here to see what ended up happening there. If it was a
I'm gonna say this: we're past halfway. If someone DCs, that's it.
Yeah, that's something to keep an eye on. Eye on that side of the fence. So Sol loses 2 in the middle of this, and it will just have to be this the Rainmaker, who by the way is on Ember's possession. Just gonna note that out right now, is gonna be happening. Vince on that Sploosh, reminding me the Splatoon 2 days goes down, and somehow Sol is still holding on to this Rainmaker for as long as they are. And that Rainmaker is pretty much done as we speak. Crash is just trying to fight to the backside. That is just going to be 2 for 2 trade. Now it's a full-on brawl, 3 for 3. Only Icy and Vince are the only ones alive.
This is still a very winnable game. 657 points. That's not even halfway. That's at the bottom of the ramp for Planet Firefin. If they can just get there. That being said, only a minute left, and it looks like Sol is retaking mid control. However, with that heavy edit, they do technically have the range advantage, and Michel is playing it so aggressively.
Oh, yeah. And now we got to see how this one plays out there. Unbelievable hammer splat there from Ember, able to hit that one towards the ledge. It is going to be just an all-out brawl, but it's going to be 3 down on both sides, actually. Unbelievably, this fight continues on. Firefin is pretty much done there, and Icy's just on a mission, just for context. Able to get a lot more now. Firefin is actually running out of options here. They need to win this fight outright. But SolumnMushroom and Vince says no. It's Icy that comes out on top on those 2 down. Now they have to. They should probably wisely pick up the Rainmaker, but I think they're gonna let this one reset. Eddie, by the way, is going down. They're winning all their fights now here, Arb.
Oh my goodness. 19 seconds left. They have to be able to get to the Rainmaker, but it's completely yellow. There's 2 people down. It's only 15 seconds left in the game. Their best weapon at object damage is dead. Like, there's 5 seconds left, and they're only just able to get to the shield. They're not even able to pop it. Sol going to secure themselves another life.
Then Sol moves on to the next round, and that will be the early exit now. I have to hope whatever we saw earlier is not a product of servers just melting down a bit, because that is that would have been the most unfortunate way for things to play out. There, we'll just call that out. But Firefin falls just a bit short there, and Sol continuing on to the next round. I'll say this though, Sol, congratulations making it to the next round, especially up against a team that were regular season finishers. Unfortunately for Firefin, first round bye for them, and it's a first round exit for Firefin.
Yeah, not the result they were looking for, especially not as the 3 seed, but I mean, it's what happens sometimes. It's just, you know, situations today are not ideal. Firefin, that's just gonna have something you put in the back of your mind.
Yeah. Alright, so that is that matchup. Everybody's departing, so that will be the conclusion of that one. Now, what are the other matches that are live here in Challenge? I'm still waiting the DMs to see if they if things are going. Yeah, I think that match literally just went final, by the way. The IRS TGO matchup. Now, is there a possibility we do 3 round 1 matches, or do we want to give ourselves a break and just let them play?
Give me a break. Give me a second. Inkslingers versus
They could just start now if they wanted. Like, Inkslingers and Dolphins could have just started.
They did start.
Okay,
I'm
perfect.
saying that their match should be over any second now. Or actually, no, they're in game 2. I don't know who won game 1.
Okay, but there's IRS and Slant. But I think we can lead them to it, or we can just give ourselves a quick little break to assess the situation.
Yes. Quick break.
I think okay. We'll let's just have LR1 finish the rest of the matchups off the stream.
I would say we're gonna be in round 2 pretty soon.
Yeah, let's just do that. So LR1. So because I saw a message from Slant saying they want to just do a third LR1. No, we are not doing. We're not doing LR1. We're not doing another losers round 1. I think we're LR1'd out. So go play out your rest of your go play out the rest of your matches if you're hearing this from losers bracket round 1. Once LR2's all solidified, we'll resume from there, which basically effectively means yeah. We'll go ahead and actually just take a quick break, get ourselves everything to assess the situation now that we're off the stress high. But when we come back, round 2. Hey, hope you guys are still sticking around here. Welcome back, everybody, to Losers Round, whatever number this is. It's 2, right? Yeah, it's 2. Kyonen Arbiter back in once more. Yeah, literally, the Losers Round 1 just went final, as some of the sets were just kind of staggering out a tiny bit more. But we are done with round 1. Now we're on to round 2, and this will be a classic for us old PSL old timers. I guess is the word I'm gonna use.
They're ready.
They're ready. Let's roll then. Let's go right into the things. It's
Yeah,
Inklings versus Soul.
Yeah, we're about half a round behind right now, so we're just gonna get right into it. This is not our fault.
You know, again, we have an out today. We really do.
To be fair, this one isn't Discord's fault either.
Wait,
the winner. It's the winners bracket stream. They just happen to have a close match.
Oh, thank goodness for that, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, Matt by the one is Museum de Alfonsino Clamblitz. I don't think there's really much to talk about. We just got to talk about the fact that it's Inklings versus Soul. Now, Soul fresh off of the upset, I guess fresh is relative, of the upset win over Planet Firefin. Inkslingers dispatching the, they can't get away with this team. And now we are seeing these two teams duke it out, though not quite the same flavor of old.
Yeah, we're talking about Inkslingers, right?
Yeah, both, really. But yes, go ahead.
Yeah, 2 new members on both teams. Leo, Leo's the staple. Mochi coming from Ludicrous Speed 1. Not the search for Moribumi, left before the search began. Actually, probably what the search was for.
Probably.
And Red Gem Soda returning to his role from Splashdown Crusaders initially was an Inkslinger before going over to that team. Unfortunately, they're not available here tonight. But similarly, Team Soul, these are the 2 officials teams, Icy, with 2 new members in M and Ember, replacing Vic and Sprinks.
Actually, I don't think it's...
Oh, no, it's
Alpha and Blue.
Alpha and Blue.
Yep, Alpha and Blue.
Great. Vic and Sprinks are still on the... Okay, I don't know
Yeah,
them.
yeah, they're still on the roster.
We talked about this earlier, and you said they didn't have Vic.
No. I said that Vic is still on the team. I thought I did. And well, either way, communication breakdown occurs, just like Discord. Let's roll right into things.
This is like trying to keep track of a mid-level pickup roster.
Shut up. I know the canon from casting SOS. Shut up. Let's.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Shut up. Shut up. What do we see here?
We're going to see a blaster from King of the Dogs. Has been favoring that a lot lately. A vanilla jet squelcher from the side of Team Soul. Those are the weapons standing up the most. Other than that, the Inkbrush Nouveau that we've seen from Ember before. T-Tech from, I believe that's Leo?
Yeah,
Leo.
Yeah.
Not their standard weapon, but not too far off. And then the Nautilus from M once again. We saw in the last set. So the specials are going to come out. Inkslinger is going to get the first 2 major picks. So they have a couple clams built up. First one's going to go in by King of the Dogs as he's getting sucked. And then I don't know how else to talk about Vacuum. As 2 power clams go in. Unfortunately, they do lose 3 members. King able to get out of there despite the Ink Vac being aimed directly at them. And actually gets a bunch of clams taken with them.
Nice. So Acer did a good job with some of the denies there that they had. They basically had the stamp that was denied from Ember. So they did a really good job denying that as much as they can. And now Soul just built up their own clam. Well, it's gonna disappear over there as Icy misses the jump. Tried to make the jump for some reason with the Ink Vac, just not gonna really amount to a whole lot there, and then throws it upwards for whatever reason. That was not the plan, I'd imagine. And Soul is 3 down, and that push goes nowhere.
Yeah, unfortunately, there is no universe where Ink Vac makes that jump. Neither can a fully charged Splatling. Very similar numbers on that. That being said, was looking to try and get something going. Unfortunately, the Vacuum, not the one you want having the clam. Typically,
really?
The one you want around the person with the clam, but, not, to protect them, something like that. Yeah. That being said, a lot of jockeying over control of mid as the Wiper Deco gonna put out those missiles as Eykludt is at missile main. If you didn't know that, now you do.
Well, the more you know for sure there. As it looks like it's just Mochi on their signature try slosher, having to escape as much as they can, and that will be that. And yes, I did say signature Tri-Slosher. Don't you worry about that. We do get to see Ember moving right up ahead with that Power Clam, trying to do the typical ink brush strats, and it's only one Power Clam that was in. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the other Power Clam that wasn't cashed in, and the rest of Soul is done.
They had 3 Power Clams on the map, and they only were able to get the first one in, a couple lessers. Just people dying the moment they touched the Power Clam before, and Inkslingers able to stave off what should have been a huge push.
Yeah, definitely. I honestly thought they cashed it in. I think either they might have just been splatted out of there, or they just missed the throw. I think they were just splatted out of there, so I don't think it was much to boot there. Now, key thing right now is it is still decent amount of time. Actually, Soul, this is still very manageable actually for Team Soul. As just that one Power Clam toss alone, they just need a few more clams to just wrestle lead, but they do need to get some semblance of control and get anything they can get Inkslingers out of there. One thing I would like to keep a note of at this stage is just how is Inkslingers trying to set up here, and it looks like they're having to play a lot defensively right now. Soul's just trying to put it right to them. M is just there on a mission, is just gonna go off with the trade. Mochi is done as well, and that'll be Crash getting one more, and we will see Strip Strikes available as the Power Clam's been thrown up forward. Arbiter, crucial moment coming up.
Yeah, luckily for Inkslingers, able to get a lot of the crucial what?
Yeah, that was Ember. That was Ember. Ember just went off, by the way. Just threw out all the stamps in. That's 3 down, by the way, from Inkslingers, and that's the lead for Soul.
Yeah, I was going to say, Inkslinger's doing a great job of just staying alive, not letting the Nautilus finish any of these picks, and immediately 3 of them died the moment I was going to mention it.
Oh my god, how did
that's gone great. This push isn't over. If they get a Power Clam in, the game ends.
I don't think they're going to be able to. They run out of time. By the way, I was going to note that Ember just cashed it on 7 clans and didn't die. And they were right smack in the middle of everybody else but Inkslingers. I can only imagine some pain coming off of you just now. But by the way, Soul has 2 Power Clams, by the way. Rest of Inkslingers only has just the one, and it's Leo holding it. Now, Inklinger has a mountain to climb, by the way, because they are 1 Power Clam, effectively 3 Power Clams behind right now. They're gonna need to get a sustained push. Yes.
Actually, more than that, because right now, as you can see, Team Soul has 14 clams on the map. There can only ever be 40. So, not good news for Inkslingers, who only have 13. Now they're down to just the 8 in their Power Clam. I think that's even their pity. You're gonna need to stay that alive if they're gonna try to make any push. But okay, it's not their pity, but it's not really gonna matter.
Well, you put the stop there, but that was nice. But
so how do you get to the other side of the map?
You don't.
That's a problem because they kind of need to.
They're done. I think that's all we need to say about that. Soul takes map 1, by the way, on a crazy comeback.
Yes, they do.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all we need to say. You go explain this because I'm trying to clear up something.
Explain what? I mean, they just lost. They held out for a great defense. Unfortunately, Soul got a ton of map control and eventually able to break through the defense that Inkslingers had. And yeah. Oops.
How on earth did here's what I'm trying to figure out is how on earth did Ember get away with throwing in so many clams and didn't get punished?
Because there were other people with clams.
I guess that was step 1. That was step 1, I guess. And what's the other step again? I've already forgotten my steps there. Still crazy they got away with it. And yeah, I think we kind of saw that Soul was like pretty much ready to take the lead. At any point, I guess their lead came in a push later, I suppose. One of those two. You mean lose brag. Anyways, game 2 is coming up. So here's the thing. So before we started the stream this evening, Icy was hanging out with us because he is also one of the officials here. That later, but by the way, mentioned what's the word I'm looking for? Mentioned it would be pretty much par for the course if they lose in losers round 2 because I think this is where they usually get eliminated. They can break those demons, by the way.
Yeah. Or, and Icy also mentioned this, they can lose in heartbreaking fashion, which would be funny.
God.
I like funny.
One of those
Funny's
is gonna be correct. I kind of want to see Soul break the demons. I know you want the other way around.
Well,
No,
yeah.
You have reasons for that.
As a former member of Team Inkslingers, lol. Lamau.
Okay. I know which side you're on.
Yeah. When was that ever in doubt?
It was actually never in doubt.
Thank you.
I knew you were going to be rooting for Inkslingers the entire way through, but I can only imagine you are feeling some modicum of pain or some semblance of pain just watching that first map.
Now the real question: am I rooting for Inkslingers or am I rooting against Icy? There is an answer.
There is. I don't know if I want to entertain that idea though. I'm gonna be real with you.
The answer is both.
You're right, but shut up anyway. By the way, the clock hit zeros. I was waiting for the stream to queue up.
Yeah, because Icy wouldn't pick their weapon.
Icy, please!
Common ICL.
Oh my god. Gamed match point, by the way, for Soul. Inkslingers gonna need to do something here. They're dishing out double T tech, and there's a Hydra. And there's a 96 Gal Deco, by the way. Or, no, 96 Gal. What am I talking about? From Icy.
I have so many questions. I don't want them answered. Why are people picking this vanilla 96? The deco is right there. Especially on this map.
I'm always used to seeing 96 Gal Deco. I just insanely thought it was a deco. No, it's a vanilla, vanilla 96. And I'm just shocked that they picked that. Yeah, I guess the Inkvac, which Inkvac is making a resurgence in some variety.
Yeah, Inkslinger is going to get first cap of the zone. Not getting the first pick, but they do get the second to even it back out. And that's a lot of tri-strikes.
That is a ton. But I was going to say, but Soul seems to be handling this just nice. Actually, they are handling this very well. They got the zone somehow. I don't know how, but they did. They were able to put the Inkslingers in the penalty points. And Inkslingers will be able to get this one back.
I can answer your question. Inkjet's scary.
That is true. 2 down, by the way. Soul is going to be able to neutralize this, and they're going to get the zones back. Go ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hammer in a bit of no man's land. The bad news is one of those no man's land is a super jump. Not really able to shoot. That being said, Inkback from Icy going to come out just to defend the jump.
Crazy.
Probably going to fire this onto the zone. Just make sure they're able to guarantee it, get the lead, but it's not a great lead, so gonna have to do a bit more work. Tri-strikes coming out for the side of Inkslingers and a pick as well. Booyah to make sure no one's crossing the zone, and it's a 2 down, 3-2 advantage on the map for Inkslingers as the member of Soul are respawning into bad positions.
Yeah, they're responding into very fascinating position, we're going to say. Inkslingers wrestles lead back. They got 2 specials, by the way, to boot. They got one of them's an Inkvac, and they got the Hammer, which is just being dished out right now. Can Ember find anybody else with this Inkvac that is chasing A? And A is done, by the way. And there is going to be the triple splashdown pretty much gotten out of there as well. And that will be Ember once again going on a mission there. Inkjet being dished out on top of it, and it will be Mochi about to run away from the bomb that was just being chucked at him. Penalty points applied for Inkslingers. Soul continuing on with this push. Ember's down, though.
Yeah, first pick going to go to the side of Inkslingers as the tri-strikes are going to go onto zone just to try to push them back a little bit. They don't have the ink back, so this should be a cap for the side of Inkslingers. I didn't realize Inkslingers still had gotten the lead. That's actually my bad. It's 2 members of Soul are going to go down immediately next to the zone. Icy getting chased all the way out. Needs to keep that Inkvac alive if they're going to have a good chance to recap here, as that can auto-cap the zone if aimed correctly. Icy, unfortunately, alone with that Inkvac, and they're just going to collapse on Crash instead.
Yeah, Icy kind of just having to use that Inkvac for the Inkvac of comedy, I'm going to say about that one. By the way, it's 2 down. Inkslingers are having very good control right now. They're pushing up. They're trying to go for the finisher here. As Crash is, by the way, done. The zone's been neutralized. They left M completely unchecked, by the way. It's also 3 down on top of it. Things are not didn't help matters whatsoever. Inkslingers gonna have to respawn. Ember using that stamp, just throwing it away, and Inkslingers having to reset. They are down to 22 points remaining. Soul's out of the penalty points.
Yeah, Ballpoint just able to find that pick onto the Hydra and paint the zone at the same time. Kind of good at that. if I do say so myself. But that being said, penalty points are down, but they still need 20 ticks to be able to take lead, and it's going to be a lot harder to do that with your brush down. That being said, the members of Inkslingers are not trading positively. This could be lead for the side of Team Soul.
Yep, it is
Except
Team
that
Soul.
everyone is dead.
Yeah, Team Soul, by the way, is in a very good advantage. They just took out 2. Only the T-Techs are alive. The T-Techs have to do something here. But Brush shuts
One goes down.
The Brush shuts them down, and the
both
Brush
dead.
goes on. That's a double. That is ball game, everybody. And Soul does indeed break their demons. They move on to the next round. Inkslingers, sadly for you, have been eliminated.
I can't make fun of Icy if they don't lose. Surely they won't go on a loser's run, right?
Oh, that would be hilarious. By the way, Ember with the double on the T-Tex was just effectively the one that sealed it all because and I think who was on Clash Blaster, wow, Custom Blaster duties on,
King.
I think it was King, yeah. They were having to respawn, and they were just out of the penalty points. Ember was in great position, by the way, to just take out the rest of them. And that is the end of Inkslinger's run in lower brackets, and we are in a world where Soul, the standard's not the standard. I'm gonna say that from you, Icy. The standard is no longer the standard. They move on to losers round 3.
No longer standard.
They move on to losers round 3. And that's that. Unbelievable. We're gonna be covering the other half of the bracket here later on. You can't make fun of Icy. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I will anyway.
just
I will anyway.
Uh,
That being said, Team Soul gonna move on to face the Golden Octos.
yeah.
I don't think did they meet this season?
I don't. It felt like they did at some. By the way, I was informed that apparently Inkslayers was slow on the substitutions.
Oops.
You guys, I'm gonna point this out right now. There's a reason why we are going at the pace we are.
We're behind by half a match.
We can't afford. If you guys gotta be decisive on your substitutions. I literally gave you guys a lot of time. Like,
Yeah.
for real. Like, for real. So I'm just saying that right now. On that side of the fence. Inkslayers, by the way, done. They will finish out on loser round 2. Soul on to round 3. That's the wrong button on my end. This is the right button. But we'll see if we get to round 3 here. Just we're gonna have to wait on the result of the other matchup, which is IRS versus Sprinks, which by the way is a rematch of last year's playoffs matchup. Sprinks was the winners of that. The winners of that one, if I remember right.
I assume we're having the winner of that versus Booyah Brigade.
That was the plan, unless you don't want that.
Yep.
Okay, wasn't sure. We could always pull a 180 and just tell the other team the other set to stop, but if they actually no, they weren't supposed to start yet, but ignore that. I was about to accidentally pick mincemeat of clams. What was the mode again? It was Humpback Pump Track Rainmaker, duh.
Yep.
Unreal. So, yeah, Inkslingers, we should have, you guys need to be a little bit decisive on your substitutions.
Apparently there was a DC in the IRS versus Sparkling Sea matchup. That's why they're a little bit behind.
So that bottom half of the bracket is just cursed, is what you're saying, right? No comment?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So... yeah. I should just wait to see.
Yeah.
Shh. I love that you, I for some reason thought that you, paint Zonink.
What, in the wrong channel?
I thought you pinged Zonink the wrong channel, and I realized, no wait, that's the right channel.
Unless it was.
That was a... I'm still looking at Rabbit just posting in general.
Yep.
I still can't believe Team Soul actually did pull off the... Soul's gonna be listening to me saying, yeah, we told you, he's like, what are we doing here?
I don't know, new uncharted territory for them. We'll see how they decide to take it.
By the way, I just saw a message in general chat by like King. I begged Icy and therefore I won.
Correct. Has seen Slinger way.
That is really just the way. God, I love it. God damn it. Yep. Tale as old as time.
Yep.
By the way, yeah. By the way, those other guys can just. You know what? By the way, spoiler alert for all of you guys tuning in. We already the next featured matchup, by the way, in case I didn't say their name enough, is the winner of the winner of IRS versus Supericee versus Booyah Brigade coming up. We're just waiting on the other set to go final.
God, I can't believe you're already writing off. I can't believe you're already writing off whoever wins that set. That's crazy.
Right? I know, right? By the way, I'm still pretty tired over here. By the way, I don't know why I'm this tired. I also had 3 coffees. That's my own fault, by the way.
You're tired after 3 coffees? What the fuck?
I've had a long 2 days. Like just work drained me. Sleep was a myth. And coffee wasn't enough to wake me up.
And I thought I had a busy like 3-4 days.
No, I had a 12-hour work day yesterday, and I had to be pinged for I was paged to fix an issue on Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm just kind of dead. It still feels so weird to do this after all the other stuff I've been doing. Just for context, like I didn't even lead the commentary, the games I've commentated for PS. I've disappeared.
You've disappeared?
Yeah.
Reappear. I need you for the next set.
Aha, I'm here now.
Dang, nice. Finally.
You just had to get my other clone to cover for you.
Nice.
That's the.
I can't believe you would B-list me like that.
I know, right?
Yep. Letting winners bracket, they're good to go whenever.
Yep.
So, still waiting on IRS and Sparkling Sea.
I swear to God, if you guys go 3 games, you guys are gonna drive me nuts. I'm waiting for them to go 3 games.
So, what's the map list?
For what? Which one?
They're on Hagglefish.
They're on Hagglefish zones?
So they're on game 2.
Yep. And if they're on game 2.
Well, I mean, I'm just looking in their team chat and going based off of a watch stream preview, so. You know, the most reliable source.
So I'm gonna go. So we're gonna do another round of we're trolling Team Soul here. So you know how I mentioned that King bagged Icy and therefore he won. Icy didn't even realize he was bagged.
Well, that just means you need to bag him again.
Not gonna lie, but I must have been checking map. I had no idea.
Bag them again. There cannot be doubt.
See, we do this in the name of loving our opponents, but also at the same time of yeah, we gotta send a message.
Exactly.
I hope you guys are enjoying this losers bracket with all the scuffiness we've had to deal with our way through. I'm going insane here, by the way. Just
that implies you had sanity to lose.
No, I traded my sanity.
Exactly. So you're not going insane. You are insane.
There you go. I traded my sanity for money like 5 years ago. We're actually 6 years ago.
That was an option?
Yeah. You get money. You get money for trading with your sanity. I took it.
I wanted money.
They gave me $1.
That's more than I got.
Which is nothing?
I got to be depressed about not being good at fighting games.
Oh god. That was not the direction I was expecting that to go.
Not actually depressed.
No, just the whole
Okay.
There might be a bit of a communication breakdown, by the way, with the winner's bracket, because I think one of the teammates didn't realize that there was... Not ours, winners. Just keep delaying it, pretend that you don't know what the invite is, because we gotta catch up over here. If you hear me, you know which one I hope you're enjoying your time, Arbiter.
I am here.
I'm glad. I'm glad because I'm sure
I'm having fun. We've had a lot of good matches.
I don't know why I responded that when it's the other team that could have responded. We are really going crazy over here, by the way. Just putting that out right now.
Yeah.
Still waiting on the other matchup here. Before we what we're gonna do?
Let's play 20 questions.
Play 20 questions.
Yeah.
That is an option. You can. Okay.
Are you tired?
Yes.
Are you here?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Maybe. No. Probably no.
Are you Vikings?
Shut up. Yes.
Are you Wolves in 7?
Yes. Easily.
Are you the kick jinxer?
I don't know what you're talking about, but no. I do.
Are you in denial?
Yes.
Are you sure the Pistons can win?
Sure the Pistons can. Yes. Are they in a losing streak right now anyway? What? Actually...
22 game losing streak.
Oh my god, they're still losing?
We're 2-23.
When I actually have to look up, like, when does the, when does that other one start? By the way, the other set's asking if they can start. The one that's...
I'll tell them go.
Yeah, just tell them to go. I think they're itching. I think we may actually have... I'm just trying to figure out logistically what... Oh, actually, no. The match, it doesn't matter. That matchup has to wait on us anyway.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm just telling him to go because if they, for some reason, go 3 games and this is only 2, we catch up.
That actually works out. I didn't even think about that. Go, 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 go.
Go, going, go, 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 go.
You can tell.
Go, go, go.
You can tell like how much we are trying to like. Because here's the thing. So for those who are wondering where the path is, we're going from the lower half of the brackets all the way up, and Golden Octos and Soul are having to wait on us anyway.
Yep. So we're just telling them to go.
We just need them to go just to help us a lot streamline this stuff one because they're gonna have to wait on us anyway. By the way, the odds of the Pistons winning are just about as good as killing win a full football season without the Jinx to kicker. Shut up. There you go.
We're still a half a match behind, and I think this match is this match is probably going 3 games. By the way,
it probably will be. That's the worst part, and the worst part is
they're on game 3.
If they're on a game 3, by the way, the IRS. I'm talking about IRS and C. If they're gonna go game 3, and we are
They are on.
game...
No, They are on game 3. I'm
You gotta
looking
be
at the
kidding.
stream preview. They're on game 3.
No! We are so behind.
We
Alright,
we can be more behind.
Oh my god. I'm gonna post an update on that on the chat.
Yeah. They can hear us.
No. The other the other
okay.
side.
Yeah.
So here's the worst part. It's nothing. I don't think there was anything we could have streamlined any better. It was just a crazy set of events. Because the fourth game, by the way, is a IRS versus Slant. That went 3.
Everything we have been waiting on is because there was.
It's good for you. It's good for the.
mainstream.
It's good for the mains thing. It sucks for us, by the way.
I blame Discord. Honestly, I'm looking at the clock. We're not actually that far behind in terms of the clock. Winners bracket's just going fast.
Oh god, and we're just having a lot of competitive sets down. Yeah, so just to give you guys like an idea, because winners bracket has 3 sweeps and 3 3-1s.
Meanwhile, we've had a lot of 2-1s.
We've had 2 2-1s.
We're having another.
Well, here's the thing too. There were technically 3 because C and Replica ended. C ended so early that C and Replica was a bonus game.
Yeah.
So we were hinging on the other 3, and the one we cast went to 3 games, which is good. Which it worked out. But then IRS and Slant, which was the last one we were waiting on, by the way. By the way, we don't blame you guys. By the way, just if you guys go through,
this is not your fault.
It just when we do stream logistics, like behind the scenes, is we have to try to find ways to streamline losers bracket because we're destined to be behind almost all the time. This just happens to be one of the craziest scenarios I could have imagined. Is this loser bracket is being held up by competitive sets.
Yeah, the thing we want. Unfortunately, all of them.
Yeah, so IRS and Slant's going 3. Arb is giving us the live updates there. IRS and C is about to go 3. There is a chance that Blade Brigade and the winner of that goes 3.
3?
Goes 3 games.
Yeah.
And if that happens, and what if losers round 4 goes 3 games?
That's just funny.
Now, that would be hilarious.
I wish I could listen into the mainstream casting. I'm sure they're having a blast.
Yeah. Which, for the record, the mainstream on Proton John at the moment has Rabbit and Prismatic Ink, which they should be live right now.
Yep, Winners Finals is just starting. They're just starting the lobby.
By the way, that match just went final. It's Sparkling C2, IRS 1. It literally is just a repeat of last year. Sparkling C just did their thing. IRS is out on losers round 2. Weird Brigade and Sparkling C will be the next one up. Are you gonna be okay, Arb?
I'm fine. This is the first round that was crazy.
Ask Weird Brigade, by the way, if they're ready.
Oh, is Sparkling C in?
Sparkling C is gonna be in. I just wanted to be sure that we're gonna be jumping right in once C hops in. Sparkling C hops in. Rather.
Yep.
Finally, another 2 a.m. turn. Is it actually like EU time over there, Jokera? If so, props to you for holding this, for staying up for this, but Jesus. By the way, we had...
Finally, another 2 a.m. It's not 2 a.m. yet. Not here, anyway. We've gone to 2 a.m. before.
This
in the very early seasons.
This tournament is on track to go until 2 a.m. So actually, unbelievably, we've
actually no.
in the previous instances we had, and we've had some very close sets too.
We are on track to end at about 12:30.
We could be on track. We could be on track for a decently early finish. Which,
believe it or not, we are at the halfway point.
Yep.
That's been a couple hours.
Now we could remind us when we finished tournaments at 3 in the morning. Those were
you mean
days.
season 2?
Yep. I wasn't there for that.
Just waiting on the members of Sparkling C.
They're trolling in the general chat. I'm about to kick them.
Issue.
Gotta get them ready for actual tourneys.
Kendall.
Like legit. Like I know you guys want to like troll and do the aliases. We are unfortunately a little behind schedule at the moment. We're likely gonna be the biggest holdup coming up to a losers bracket. Just
we're already behind.
Now again, we talked about it before in our little waiting time here. Is by the way, I just noticed that my text says round 1. This is round 3.
Yes.
See, somebody should have reminded me. I don't have an automated system to fix that. The thing is that when you have a lot of sets that go 3-0, 3-1 up top, and a lot of them are kind of streamlined that way, that side of the bracket is going to be pretty fast. If you're going to have a lot of competitive sets on the lower side, it's going to be pretty bogged down a bit.
Still no members of Sparkling Sea.
I'm going to probably start calling the clock on them here in a bit.
Yeah. We're already behind.
Good, they heard me. I've yet to hear a responsive Zonink's team is Zonink's team. Yeah, Booyah Brigade is ready.
Cool.
Just for context, it used to be pretty iffy back in the season 4 days too. I remember that.
Cool.
What's up?
I said cool. Yeah.
Look! I gotta throw my own. I gotta throw my own tournament under the bus. Our own tournament under the bus.
Where's the map list? It's Humpback Rainmaker.
It's
and
Humpback
what else?
Rainmaker. It's gonna be Barnacle and Dime Clam Blitz. And Mako Mart Zones being the game. Oh, they're doing the aliases thing again.
Well, there's a DC in winners bracket, so that buys us some time.
Hey, you can tell that this is the most unprofessional losers bracket cast. We couldn't have it any other way here.
Yep.
John's gonna kill me later.
All right. So Rabbit has used their DC in winners bracket side. If anyone's curious.
By the way, Crime Man's got ran over by Santa.
Yes, that's what you get for being naughty.
All right. I have yet to hear Booyah's ready. If Booyah Brigade, if somebody in the chat says you're ready to go, because you guys we're waiting a bit, I want to make sure you guys are up. And I know Sprinks is doing that darn thing in the lobby. I'm not gonna entertain it.
I don't care. We're already behind.
Can we, gentlemen, brine water clamps? That's my cue to say we're ready.
No.
I'm not doing that. I refuse. By the way, that's my cue that they're ready. I don't care at this point. Let's go.
Okay.
Can I explode brine water? By the way, is the other question. What side are you? You're gonna be on alpha side for this one. First of all, Cryo got ran over by Santa.
Santa's a good driver. Bonus points.
Yeah, look, I think Booyah Brigade was just probably ready to be done,
yes.
to be honest with you. But honestly, I just want to clarify it.
I don't have time for gentlemen's.
No, we're not. By the way, we are not doing brine water clams. By the way, as much as people like me for brine water back in season 7, I actually I don't care for brine water now at this point.
Is brine water clams even in the playoff map pool?
No, it isn't. Not in my side.
Then no, you can't gentlemen to it.
You don't want look. They want their run back on brine water clams. I'm not gonna give them the.
How many gentlemen's do you want me to have on Moray? Not doing it.
No, I refuse. I'm not doing I'm not gentlemen mincemeat clams. That's my new meme. Also, that would get me killed. Killing, this isn't about you. It's about the DC. Okay, I understand now.
We understand that, but I'm not gonna like wait around and figure out what map we're gentlemaning instead. We're already behind.
But the DC that costed us the top cut. Oh,
too
top
bad.
4. Wow. Now we
too
understand.
bad. Didn't ask.
God.
Like we are already behind. We're not waiting to see what map we're gentlemaning instead of.
And again, but to be fair, we could have a 2 a.m. SOS tournament.
No.
Do you want to go 2 a.m. again?
I don't.
All right.
No, I don't.
All right,
I have to be up in the morning.
You have something to worry about. By the way, both teams have something to worry about here. Winner of this one takes on the winner of gold and Autos versus Team Soul. What do you see so far, by the way?
I see not brine water, so good.
Good enough for me. We got Jokera back on brush duties. It's gonna be Zonink on. I'm not surprised of that Zonink's on squeezer duties, by the way. By the way, that's gonna be 2 down on Sparkling Season, which, by the way, they're going back to their usual bag of tricks with the comps I think we just saw from round 1 earlier. Now let's see how this one plays out. Go ahead.
I just had the stupidest thought. I was like, man, it's really weird that they're not playing the foil one. It's banned.
You forgot. We forgot about the splatter shot screen debate of all things. Nicely done, dude. As we're about to see, Trizuka being dished out here, delayed 3 down, by the way, on top of things. As the Arbiter is maniacally laughing. Someone please save me. As we're about to see.
That's fine. It's fine. The vanilla one's better anyway.
I suppose so. Triple slash shot is guaranteed to get the Flings there out of the picture. They're nicely done. And it is going to be 3 down. Actually, really nice hold, actually, from Sparkling Sea. But they're going to have to break open this Rainmaker.
Yeah, nice fall-off shot from Zonink to make them, like, a little cautious about whether they're going to take the Rainmaker, but does feel like they have to jump out, so it doesn't overstay their welcome. Got ran, got shot.
Yeah.
And Crime Man takes a bomb to the face.
Yeah, and now we get to see Booyah Brigade trying to strike big there. We do see the trip strikes being dished out there, and Overbuy is overgone entirely, and that will be 3 down on that side. They're going to pick up this Rainmaker, pretty much painting it onto that pedestal there, and it actually is going to be the Malzen, or Zant, I believe is their name. They're going to slam that one home, playing Rainmaker duties. It is going to be 2 down. Arbiter, this is looking really strong here for Booyah.
Zenogo, reading their Malzeno. It's just a Monster Hunter reference. The first time I questioned it was like, maybe it's not. Maybe there's something other Malzen. No, it just is Monster Hunter because of Zenogo. That being said, Zonink gonna get a nice pick from the middle on the members of the side, but gets run over themselves by the Flings of Zonink, able to get another pick. Ran over, gonna try and take it off the side. Not able to get the time. It's just the Carbon alive, and they're hiding in a corner.
Yeah, and Zonink falls off there, but that is gonna buy themselves some time. This poor little Rainmaker is actually just stuck near the ledge. They finally take 2 out of the picture. It is gonna be the rest of Sparkling Sea gonna have to pop open this Rainmaker here. They got 2. Made that 3 specials, by the way. Trizuka's Rain from the distance there. Cryman somehow dodges that unbelievably, and they are able to get this one rolling through. They do pick up this Rainmaker. They gotta take it to the other side for the first checkpoint, but this is gonna get slowed down to a 3 down situation by Zon.
Yeah, 3 down. Unfortunately, luckily, one of the respawns coming in very early, so they can't just take the entire platform, but you're pushing into a squeezer. In this situation, there's 2 of them down. One of them just coming out of Bazooka, 2 of them coming out of Bazooka. The Carbon has to fall off the map.
Yeah,
someone just pick it up.
Someone please pick up the Rainmaker there. They're gonna have, and it's unfortunately Zan that picked up the Rainmaker, not able to get much progress. Spicy will be content with the wipeout. They're going to be able to get the first checkpoint here. These respawns are not going to be favoring the rest of Booyah Brigade. This is going to be a good time to set up right now. If you are Sparkling Sea, they take 2 out. Critical time.
Critical time, but the Flingza and the Squeezer are the 2 that are alive. They're going to have to get through this wall. Zonink going to go down. They're going straight for the pedestal. Unfortunately, they fall off, but it's a wipe. They have plenty of time to go back around the other side. Still 3 down for the side of Booyah Brigade. And it looks like Sparkling Sea able to weather the storm so far. Only able to get to 9 once again. It's going to be a wipe out the other side, but there's still a minute to make this push the other way.
Big comeback there for Sparkling Sea, excuse me, but Sparkling Sea needs to weather off this storm at this critical junction. They are close to KO range, but they need to make sure that they keep their members alive at all times. It is going to be Zant down. It is going to be Gut Ran with the Flings that gets 2 out of the picture, and now these shots are about to be firing up here. Crime Man moving up with the zap, able to take out Falls, and this jump is going to get punished by the end of it. It's 3 down, not looking good for Booyah Brigade. Sparkling Sea is doing a really good job holding them out so far, and Jokera is just distracting them.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. They are going to take it into mid. Don't feel like there's enough time to really stall it out. Might have to do something with Jokera being next to their pedestal. But missiles are going to come out, make it interesting. Fortunately, Zonink's going to be the first one to go down. So it's 2 down for the side of Booyah Brigade with 20 seconds remaining. Jokera going to have to try and find this flank, if only to get a pick on the Rainmaker to extend this time. Able to get it. Gets a second pick on the player in mid. 3rd pick. It's only the Carbon remaining. They do have the Ixuka. Might try to snipe the person who picks it up. No idea where they are. Jokera gonna take it to the left side, and the 58 damage able to pick them up.
And that will be that. Sparkling, by the way, running that one back very nicely. I feel like we've seen this one before from Sparkling Sea. They're able to run it back with a good chunk of change. And also, to be fair, they did this. That was really good sense by them, just being able to pick up that Rainbow and just take it all the way back when they got the wipeout situation. The rest of the Brigade had to go up to Sparkling Sea. Sparkling Sea went full punish on that group. And that's why the league got changed the way it did. Unfortunate that the Butters, I believe, or Crime Man fell off with the Rainmaker to prevent the that didn't allow for the KO, but it was all right. They still won it anyway.
Tsuka is a fair and balanced special.
I believe it.
Honestly, a little bit of over eagerness from Jokera, just a little bit trying to force that left path before their members were able to get through. But ultimately, I mentioned it before, we knew they had that Zuka. I thought they might pop it on the person that picks it up. The moment they go for it, there just wasn't enough time. Not a good enough fight win. Didn't able to find the carbon. The carbon could have just been in that cubby the whole time, and the game ends anyway. By
the way, we just got a live update. Soul made it to Losers Round 4.
I'm sorry, what?
Losers Round 4, Soul sweeps Golden Octos. Golden Octos are eliminated.
Today is the day of the Soul.
Soul is moving on to the next round. When we do Golden Octos, by the way, we're a really solid team. They missed top 4 just by tiebreakers, by the way.
That's crazy.
Unreal. And now we get to see Soul. By the way, Soul is going to be weighing the winner of this particular matchup. We're going to go straight into it. Both teams are not going to get a break. Just giving you guys a heads up on this one to get moving. Yeah, in case people are wondering here, as the next map is going to be Barnacle and Dime Clan Blitz. In case you guys are wondering if I'm lying, no. Soul pulled off the ultimate upset, winning over Golden Octos. So the winner of this one, plays Soul in a big matchup. Be ready, y'all. We are going to have a fun Losers Round 4. Weapons are, by the way, addition. Blue Brigade is just going with Phosphos and the Tri-Slosh Nouveau. Hydra's back, by the way, for Crime Man. And as we are now in clams.
We're almost back on schedule. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Anyway, yeah, it's going to see that brush from the side of Jokera. No surprises here. Hydra from the side of Sparkling Sea. We did see them pulled out earlier, but still a little bit surprising. A little more surprising is that there are 3 members dead on the side of Booyah Brigade, as the Jokera is just kind of sharking, waiting to see if the members of Sparkling Sea decide to get any closer.
Yep, and now we get to see Sparkling Sea not able to cash in on this power claim. Are they going to get any follow-up here? Jokera's just trying to loom large. Actually able to get the shutdown. But I think this is just going to be a quick one-and-done push. Crime Man's just not going to even chance this one. They're just going to throw the Booyah Bomb just to hopefully protect themselves. One-and-done push, by the way, Arb, is just what it's going to be.
Yeah, it was really just the Hydra alone, but because they have that Booyah Bomb, they can stall out long enough for the rest of their team to come back into mid. Fortunately, now they're trying to push into mid. Gotta get a couple picks, allow them back in. Actually, that's a full wipeout. Just need to find some clams on the map as they're gonna get control. I expect Zonink to take the top left of the map as we see them going there now. And that's gonna make this very interesting. Zonink gonna find the first pick on that left side, as well as the members of Sparkling Sea are slowly trying to make their way in. That being said, Hydra is set up on the top side, but 2 members of Sparkling Sea are down. This should be a lead from the side of Booyah Brigade, but we're going to have to see how much they're actually able to get to see how good a push this ends up being.
Yeah, I actually watched Pity Clam jump, by the way. You know, they did not need a Kraken. They cashed that in very nicely. By the way, it's still 3 down. Zonink is just trying to get things done for his team. This is not much of a surprise right now. It is going to be a bit of the Zonink show. And he's just punishing the rest of Sparkling Sea all over the board with this one. The rest of Blue Brigade is just pushing them out as much as they can. They're still cashing on these clams. It is going to be 2 down, but Zonink is still planted out there. I think they're good. I think this push is going to be pretty
They're all going to
done.
look at Zonink, and Foz might be able to get more clams in.
But not anymore.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so push to 80. You know, okay, it's a starting push. You have to push to 30. Okay, Booyah Brigade, some business is men.
So Blue Brigade now means business. That's step one, but still plenty of time to get things done, and there's just definitely plenty of time. This is all of the wipeout shenanigans that are, by the way, happening in this map alone, as there's the next push coming in. They are not going to be able, they're going to get a lot of clams in here. Arbiter, by the looks of things, actually going to get a lot more, and this could be a power, this is going to be the power clam jump coming up here soon. Lead change is guaranteed and imminent here. They just got to jump this one in. It is down to 11 points remaining, and now Sparkling Sea takes the lead back. It is a back and forth swing, no matter how you see it.
Okay, the Zap's not going to go for the push. I was going to say they have to find them, because that 4 is actually enough clams to have ended the game there. Still a lot of mid control from the side of Sparkling Sea, so they should be able to try and get these picks mid, but, you know, dying the moment you press the Zuka button, not ideal.
Less than ideal for sure. And now it's the Zonink show once more. Delayed 3, by the way. Delayed 3. And now they just gotta fire on this Hydra. That is now effectively a delayed wipe. They just... Okay, hey, you just saw that, right? You just saw that.
Oh, Sonic, calm down!
Okay. So, Blue Brigade is back to their usual bag of tricks, trying to get Zonink to, with Zonink just doing a lot. They actually are gonna have to slow down, but they're gonna have a lot of clams in their possession at this stage, but they have picked them up. They know where they are.
There are enough clams in the possession of Sparkling Sea to take the lead. Unfortunately, they lost them all. I don't know where they went. One of their power clams is gone. They're able to pick up one. Oh, I guess they threw the other. But one of their clams is gonna go down. They still have a couple powers. One being the pity clam. Okay, no, I don't think they have the pity clam anymore. I think they brought that with them, but they have full mid control. There's plenty of clams for them to get on the map. Not quite enough yet to take lead, but I mean, there's not a lot of time left. If they are able to make this push, Sparkling Sea won't have a lot of time to make a counter.
Yeah, but ultimately, I need to see if the rest of the group can stay alive. It's 3 down, by the way. That's 3 down, but they also lose 2, by the way.
They're out of position.
They're out of position for sure. And now they gotta respawn. This is gonna be a lot of clams in. It is gonna be 22, but they gotta keep this basket alive as much as they can. Jokera gets one, by the way, up to the back of things, and now Jokera's gonna be looming large. They gotta keep this basket open.
They're not gonna get another push.
They're not gonna get another push. They're shut down because the overbuying just came up clutch with their team, and there's no power clam on site. They're just short of the marker, and that is Sparkling Sea with a 2-0 over Blue Brigade. Chaos reigns supreme once more, Arbiter.
Oh no, they had it. They had everything they needed, and it just slips away. Booyah Brigade gonna be eliminated in a tie for 5th, I believe, and Sparkling Sea advances to meet Team Soul.
You know, I just realized Soul and Sparkling Sea meet again.
Soul and Sparkling Sea meet again. Yeah.
These two teams are just destined to meet each other, by the way.
They played in the wild card round.
What is this? What is happening here? I need to know. God. We're gonna need our time. We need to get ourselves some time to process everything. Blue Brigade, by the way, I gotta give them a lot of credit, by the way, with a really strong finish for 2nd place. Like, a team that's kind of cobbled up together with Zonink and Jokera, which, by the way, I also always say the 2-headed monsters of the group. But I was wondering when their run was gonna fall short a bit, because there were some flaws that they could have had, that they had originally with some of their matchups, but they were able to take it for what it was, and they finished very strong with the losers round 3 matchup there, as we need to do some things here. So give us a few moments. But yeah, Chaos reigns supreme once again.
Yeah, Chaos reigns absolute supreme. And no surprise, Sparkling Sea is at the center of it.
Alright. I'm gonna give my voice a break here. You needed your voice a break real quickly. It's just gonna be like a 2-second intermission.
If you want to just mute us for a second, sure.
Let's do that. Give us a second, folks. All right, we're back. Just need a quick break. By the way, Chaos Reign Supreme.
I chugged half a cherry vanilla Coke.
I think he said cherry limeade.
I wish I had limeade.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a raspberry limeade though.
Are we hearing word from that both teams are ready? Or are we gonna soon ready?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for bearing with me, y'all. We need to iron out something behind the scenes that best way to phrase it is break glass.
We had to break the room. There was some lag reported from both sides, so we decided to remake the room to make sure it's not us.
Yep. Let's roll. Get right into it. And I literally just had it on the map screen just earlier, and now it is there. It's Hagglefish, yep, Tower Control, and Crab like Rainmaker, the guaranteed 2 maps of the series. Let's roll into it. By the way, how many times has Sparkling Sea and they had the season opener? Gonna point this out.
Yeah.
And now they got the wild card.
Yeah.
And they're back here again for Tournament Lives.
Fighting for third.
So, series update from the past 2 seasons these 2 teams have met up with each other.
Yeah.
Seoul wins 3-2 in wildcard last year. They would not meet again. They would win 3 maps to 2 in the opener. And then Sparkling Sea went on a rampage to win 3-0 against Team Seoul.
Yeah, now they're fighting again.
And this time in the losers
3.
semis, which now goes to losers finals, which we will not cover that one, and I'm kind of glad that we aren't.
Yeah, this is our last match. I have Christmas tomorrow.
You gotta hurry up for Christmas, so you are also on a time crunch. I cannot keep you longer anyway, so...
Oh, I'll be watching. It's just like... Yeah.
I get you. I get you. By the way, first map, Spagglefish, Market Tower Control, Crab Lake, Capital Rainmaker, and then if we have to go to a deciding 3rd game, it is Ship-Shaped Cargo Company Plan Blitz. This one, the winner of this one, I believe, will take on whatever team loses from the other side. I think it will, which I think is still in progress, if I'm not mistaken.
It just ended. Prismatic got lost 3-0 to Rabid. Rabid is waiting in the winners finals. Prismatic awaiting the winner of this series.
You mean Grands? For Rabid.
It's whatever I want it to be. Wishful thinking.
You're dreaming again, buddy. Oh yeah, winner of this one takes on Prismatic Inc. for the loser final matchup, which, by the way, just for those wondering, we will be rating John after the conclusion of this matchup to take you guys the rest of the way. I hope you guys are dealing with it. Okay, I got a little concerned there. Don't mind me.
What? Yeah, it did stutter a little bit.
So I hope this is not the theme of today. By the way,
anyway, yeah, no surprises from the side of Sparkling Sea. We see the Hydra again. We see the Custom Blaster from Fox. We're seeing Icy on the Tri-Slosher, which is not a weapon we've seen them on. M once again, excuse me, on the Nautilus. Actually going to be the first one to goes down. Oops, Caster Curse.
Yep.
Crash on the dualies that they've been playing all tournament, and M on Brush, obviously.
Yep, for sure. Now it's gonna be Sparkling Sea trying to repeat the same wildcard success. By the way, it is a lot of members down. Soul, by the way, having to start from the back foot. It is gonna be Fox with the triple splash down there. Trizuka takes out Crash, and now Icy and Ember trying to loom large right now. It is just gonna be, however, 2 members down from Sparkling Sea. Not even the first checkpoint. Not even definitely
actually,
not the first.
It's gonna be a
now it's a wipeout.
Oops. Unfortunately, the living members of Sparkling Sea just in terrible position. Spots that Soul was going to be shooting anyway, just a paint. So, unfortunate for them. Crash gonna get a splashdown, just try to make some space. It's Icy throwing these fizzy bombs to try and move the Hydra. They should be able to get the lead here, but we'll see if they can get anything else after, as Oma is going to get towards the tower, and it doesn't even matter because Hydra is a fair and balanced weapon.
Yes, exactly. Also, both teams wipe out at the first checkpoint, so back to the momentum shift here. Who will come out on top? M, by the way, is traded here. It is going to be Fox still edge camping as much as they can. It is now Grime Man jumping into it. Olixil's right there. It is going to be the Emperor Dualies down on that side of the fence. It's going to be, for sure, another lead change, but can they stretch this one out even further? First checkpoint has been broken. Can they get a lot more out of this one? We'll see what ends up happening here, as it is going to be 2 down.
Yeah, a lot of things tend to come to a head at the second checkpoint here on this map. Unfortunately, 2 more members of Team Soul are going to go down, but they're going to get to the tower, be able to reset, that checkpoint timer, the Sparkling Sea was able to take half of it down. Olixil able to go down as well, picked off by Crash on the dualies, as Icy just trying to get these coolers out and buy some time for their team. Gonna hit a single shot onto, I believe that was the blaster, but right now Sol eating the back half of these trades.
Yeah, and Soul just respawning in, and it is going to be Em and Icy, by the way, doing just enough to stop Sparkling Sea. Now, Sparkling Sea has kept this tower deep into Soul's territory, but they're going to be able to get out of that one just nicely. Not an issue whatsoever, and it will be just at 65-29 being the scoreline. Still plenty of time, though, for Team Soul to come back, but we got to see how this one plays out. They're going to put the cooler on the tower, but the Tri-Sasha Nouveau has gone down to a suction bomb.
Yeah, you say no issue, Kelm, but honestly, there's one really big, major, not completely undoable issue. The second checkpoint was taken. That tends to be the most important thing on this map. It's where a lot of teams get their defense together. The fact that they got through that checkpoint and the fact that Sparkling Sea is gonna has this Hydra, it's gonna make it very hard for Soul to do the same.
And Soul loses 3 just like that, and now the rest of Sparkling Sea are just trying to set themselves up for an even bigger push. Cryman's just trying to loom large right now. They're able to get another member down. Just 2 down on both sides. But Cryman's still going to be the one right on the tower. Not anymore. Booyah is not going to happen. It is going to be Crash and many other... and the rest of the members able to pump the brakes on this push. It, again, only goes to 29 points remaining. No extra score to boot, but the triple smash down again gets Icy on that side of the fence, and the custom blaster is done. All that being said and done, tower is slowly resetting.
Yeah, Crash had to pull out a lot of heroics just to be able to get back into mid for Team Soul. Able to get 3. Now they're reset the side onto mid. Hydra in great danger from the Nautilus. Unfortunately, it is traded back. Dooley has to try and get way out of here. I'm gonna get a shot in the back of the head from this Hydra Splatling and the blaster that was chasing them down. And it's just a lot of work for Team Soul to do. They have the way their team comp works. They have to kind of be playing these flanks, but it's the front side of their fights that's going down on this Nautilus. They're gonna have to try and string some of these picks together, try to get the tower side to live a little bit longer.
Yeah, now
it's working a little bit with 3 members of Sparkling Sea going down. The Nautilus hard pushing this Hydra, gonna be able to get the pick. This is exactly the setup they need, but we'll see if they can commit. They have to get through this first checkpoint first.
They have to get through this first checkpoint. They're just going to buy enough time for Sparkling Sea to run it right back. Now, OmaZen's the one that's left unchecked. The side tries to well because Olixil is also unchecked. And Olixil's able to get out of there just in time, but it is going to be Olixil, by the way, down on top of it. Dualies are down. Ember is still the only one alive. Em is providing just for Icy, and the rest of Soul is donezo, not the lead change. Sparkling Sea wins map 1.
Yeah, Fox able to stay alive in that crucial position, meaning that, I mean, it's just... Like I said earlier, you're pushing into the second checkpoint, completely surrounded by high ground, and I don't know, where are you gonna go? Abandon the tower? It's overtime. They touch it, you lose.
Exactly, and now we get to see Sparkling Sea repeating the same process as before, and one more map win, and Sparkling Sea will have won both playoff series against Soul, but Soul is still a team you should never sleep on, all things considered. Next map up is going to be Crab Leg Rain... Am I reading that right? Is that Crab Leg Rainmaker?
Yes.
Okay. We'll roll with that then. And I am going to be curious to see if Crab Leg Capital Rainmaker has other ideas there. Not seen any quick changes.
It'll be interesting. Honestly,
Yeah.
I like this map a lot. It's just an entertaining one to play as long as teams are aware that the left checkpoint exists. That tends to be where a lot of people fall flat on this map, is not really knowing that you can do that.
Yeah.
That kind of, I think that's what makes the map, puts it more into the playable category, at least more playable than a lot of the other Rainmaker maps.
So speaking of map combinations, somebody in my chat mentioned they can't wait to see Mincemeat Zones. Yeah.
That wasn't even legal in the regular season.
So I know where this comment came from. So I casted Sendokyu's season 1 finale.
Yeah.
One of the weekends. One of the top level teams picked mincemeat zones for their
Oh, I know.
counter pick.
And I know why they did it, too.
I know too. You saw Wahoo zones about that there as well. So they,
Oh,
I think they were watching that Sendo Q tournament there, so they definitely wanted to see mincemeat zones. Thankfully, we're wise to know not to include mincemeat zones. So
Mincemeat isn't here. That's the thing.
yeah, mincemeat. There's only, by the way, in PSL, there's only one map mode of mincemeat that is legal, and that's tower control.
And that was because of a rule that we have to have one.
Yes, and we decided that mincemeat tower control was the more saner option than turf war.
It's definitely more sane than Rainmaker.
Oh, we don't. No, it's better than clams as well, by the way.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I knew the chatter was watching the Sendo Q when I was on the mic with Pop Gun, so take that as you will. By the way, this is match point, by the way, for Sparkling Sea. Once again, for those tuning in, if Sparkling Sea were to win this one, they will take on Prismatic Ink in losers finals. John will take you the rest of the way from here. We take a look at this comp, and by the way, Icy's back on their shenanigans with the Vanilla 96.
Okay, at least it makes a bit more sense here because of the grading on the right side, but I feel like, you know, if you make a pick like that, you're basically saying we're never going left.
Yeah, I guess.
That's something that Sparkling Sea can look at and say, hey, they're never going left.
Yeah, but by the way, 3 down on the side of Sparkling Sea. Now Icy pops this ink back. So now they're actually gonna push to this right-hand side. Crime Man eats one of the shots near the grates, but they lose 3 in the process. As you mentioned, I don't think any of them recognize that the left checkpoint existed, but Ember stays alive with the ink brush, not able to get this, not able to get it back. Now Em is able to pick up this Rainmaker and slam this one home.
That's a great checkpoint from the side. Just a member of Sparkling Sea fell down on the bottom of the map, and that meant, I mean, the member of Team Soul that was still left up there is just like, yeah, you can jump to me. It's perfectly safe. There's not even anyone here.
Yeah.
That being said, Sparkling Sea now pushing back into mid, so we're going back to a full reset of the map, but we're doing that with Sparkling Sea missing a person.
Yeah, but hey, Soul is now it has lost 2 of their own, so the rest of Sparkling Sea still trying to work their way into this one, and they're just gonna have to escape. Don't think there was a. They're gonna
Wait,
escape
there are
with
beef apples.
Jump there for some reason, and now Sparkling Sea is able to pick up this Rainmaker.
Oh.
Now I think they might be. They
Come on.
listen to you. They're taking this left checkpoint.
John, there are feed apples in this game.
Yes, they do exist, and it is gonna be Trisuga's beat fire from OmaZen. And who's gonna win this duel? It is Crash. It is the wipeout. Both teams breaking through the first checkpoint.
Who's gonna win this duel? I think it's the one with 3 people. That would be my bet, Kyon. The team with 3.
Good question. God damn it. Brain has malfunctioned. It's 2 down, by the way, in Soul.
Yeah, 2 down. Fortunately, the checkpoint was taken, so this lead is nothing. Literally just touch the checkpoint and you get the lead, because that's just how forward momentum works.
Yes, exactly. Yes, and now we get to see if they're able to take most out of this one. We're gonna get to see Cryman trying to fire with some of these Rainmaker shots there, and other members are gonna be lurking large if they're able to find just that. It's 2 down, by the way, on Soul. But this is raining shots, and they still get the stop there. M pumps the brakes on that Rainmaker push.
Okay, they know the last 2 are behind them, and they know they're likely gonna provide jumps. They're gonna get the first one down. The blaster's coming in, but the members of Sparkling Sea should have been able to reset their defense. So, you know, Hydra in position, pretty good, especially on a map this open. But it is a person advantage right now for well, it was a numbers advantage for Team Soul, and then they lost 3.
And then they lost everybody here. So now we got to see how this plays out. Ember is still lurking large. Ember's playing on the right-hand side. They're going to get the lead off of this one. Unless Crash goes in, not able to roll their way through.
No one's left.
This too. Nobody's left. This is going to be a lead change, by the way, for Sparkling Sea. It is not the lead change. Lead denied. Not allowed. And Olixil, by the way, is going to trade. But will somebody pick up this Rainmaker to force lead? No. Crash comes up clutch and is going to force the reset.
I have so many questions. How did Oma miss the Rainmaker? How did they not get lead on the pedestal? Why is this in mid?
How did they? The fact of the matter is, they resetted it back to mid, but now they got another chance. It is Olixil this time.
Surely
that
they get
this
lead
one.
this time.
Surely they should have lead. No,
Surely.
they do not. They do not get lead. lead, but the Icy's unfortunately a sitting
Surely-
duck with the impact.
okay,
Now it's a
everyone is
guaranteed lead.
dead.
It is
Surely
a
they
guaranteed
get
lead. It is a guaranteed lead now. I know you're trying to jinx Team Soul. I know why you're doing that.
I'm really
and then
not.
into this Rainmaker here, as we do see Olixil with a nice little squid jump, and that will be 18 points remaining. Soul, not much time left on the clock to make this one count.
I wasn't trying to jinx them. I'm just in disbelief. They were able to deny the lead 17 times. This being said, Sparkling Sea finally able to take the lead, and it's a good lead at that. 40 seconds remaining. Team Soul has 2 members down, gonna reset it just so they can't get cheesed at the back. But it's gonna be so hard for them to reclaim the middle of the map.
Yeah, and now 2 members. This is just non-stop action here by the rest of by both teams. Now, who's gonna pick up this Rainmaker first? If Soul wins the fight, if Soul wins the fight, this is the victory. Olixil gets 1, but it is gonna be 2 down. Now, this is gonna be a lot of time, but you gotta respect the Hydra's range. They're gonna protect the Hydra as much as possible. That's a buoy bomb being chucked out here. Ember's gonna be the only one that's left on this Rainmaker. It's gonna be 1-for-1 trade right out of the gate. Soul is right there. They have to play it slow. As you mentioned, the Dapples has gone down. It's 2 members down, by the way, and there's not much support left. It's 35 seconds left on the clock, and that is game over. Sparkling Sea continuing on to losers bracket, going on to losers finals for the 2nd straight season in a row.
Oh my goodness, Sparkling Sea gonna make it to losers finals. That's gonna. How did they get here?
Sparkling Sea did it again last season, by the way. They made the losers run of a lifetime, and they did it again.
They sure did. Man.
Butters, by the way, said we're not losing to them again ever.
You know, fair enough. Technically, you're correct.
I want to see a Butters versus Soul rivalry for all of the reasons. God. I had a lot of questions with how that Rainmaker map went the way that I was waiting for. I was waiting for everything to unfold. By the way, the winners bracket side should be ready to get their match all set to go. Losers finals moving on to John's side of the fence for those tuning in. At least that's the plan, unless we are told otherwise. But we are waiting for the official confirmation. But I think we are going to be signing off here.
Sparkly Sea versus Rabbit. No, they got to fight Prismatic first.
Yeah, they got to fight Prismatic. Did I say Rabbit? I said.
No, sorry, I read the wrong chat.
Wrong chat, my dudes.
Yeah, I was reading John's chat.
Why are you reading John's chat? That was your first mistake.
Because I just clicked on one of the 4 Twitch tabs I have open.
Dang it.
It was the first one. I can't believe how many times Soul denied the lead at that one point. Eventually, Sparkling Sea was able to break free, but I was just waiting for somehow the Dapple just suicides and gets the Rainmaker and no one else.
I can't believe it.
With how that push was going, I'd believe it.
Not in the I was expecting a lead change much sooner than that.
I was too, and then it didn't happen, and then it didn't happen again, and then it kept not happening. I was gonna call fate.
Yeah. I'm waiting on the confirmation for when both teams go to John's side, and then we will sign off here. I need to shut that before it gets cursed.
Yep.
I don't care if my asset said it's round 3. By the way, that asset's really hard to update in the middle of the 7. Giving you guys a heads up on that.
It's fine.
God, that was a match of all time. That was a match. Also, shoutouts to Soul, except for you're probably rooting against Soul, but shoutouts to Soul, by the way.
Shout out to Soul. Look, I give Icy shit. I'll root against Icy at everything of the thing. When they do something good, I mean, they deserve praise. Like all the assets for the entire league.
And also,
yes, they did those. No, there's not a team for that.
I can imagine. And losers, by the way, yeah, making it to loser semis with that group, with all the stuff that we saw earlier, is still wild.
Yeah. Look, Icy did good, unfortunately. They beat Inkslingers, so feel a little bad about that. But hey, friendly rivalry, you know, if the other person never wins, is it really a rivalry?
Butters versus Soul is always gonna be the thing. I'm gonna hit this button because this will be the this should be our last game. I'm thankful for that, by the way. Just giving you guys a heads up on that.
GG's to all the teams we saw play today in the losers bracket. Y'all are freaking insane.
Exactly. I'm checking John's stream to make sure that his stuff is ready to go before I do my sign off.
Yep, it looks like they're setting up too.
They should be rearing up and ready to go.
Oh well, they got the wrong map list up. Unlucky.
No, that's the right map. No, that's the right map list.
Okay. Oh, it just had winners finals. Now it's losers finals.
No, yeah, no. They got it. We good.
We did it. We did it, Reddit. All right. That's gonna be it from us. Yeah, and those were good matches.
They were. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Again, it was a little bit more zanier than my usual shenanigans, for valid reasons, by the way.
Thanks, Discord.
Yeah. Also, I've been informed that Olixil's name got completely butchered, which is only more hilarious.
I want it. Okay, now I need to hear how.
I heard it's Oxel from what I heard, which is pretty good.
Nice.
So just for context, for those wondering about this cast, and yeah, they're getting people popping in here, so that makes a lot more sense. That is gonna be it for me. But yeah, this is not a typical cast for me normally for losers bracket. It's a little bit more in line with what you see elsewhere. We had to do double TO duty while I was streaming and commentating and doing production stuff, so I'm a little out of it. So that doesn't
honestly, everything was fun.
Yeah. No. It was. I just need to be on point. That's all.
Thinking about it was harder than doing it.
Exactamundo. Where can the people find you, Arbiter, before I sign off?
You can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, at Twitch, and probably future platforms at _Arbiter. I don't stream as much as I want to. I'll probably be streaming more, given that I no longer have my previous job, and I had summer break, so
yay!
Or summer break, winter break. I'm not going to be around the next couple days because Christmas.
Christmas shopping is the large. Anything else?
Oh no, my shopping's done. It's like it's giving time.
I only had to do shop for one person. I gotta shop for the other.
Shout out to the Inkslingers. They're awesome.
By the way, thanks for being a good for being an awesome co-comment. Having to everything was on fire, and I needed another point of person to help keep things in line after all the shenanigans we've had to deal with.
This is why I'm bringing a fire extinguisher.
Exactly. For those who want to know where I am, Twitter, Twitch, Blue Sky, Count 2 If you're watching this on Twitch, what else were you doing? Twitter, Blue Sky is usual, Kill2570, post nonsense there. I do stream whatever variety I feel like. Also, if you are, for the news to the people who watch Competitive Splatoon or anything of that nature, I'll be commentating Lowing tomorrow. So I'm gonna need all the energy I can to cast that as well. So I'm not done. I'm not gonna be done this weekend. So.
Watch Kyon, they're awesome. They're doing all the things I wish I could do with commentary.
Yeah, exactly.
Except they're doing it.
That's it from both of us. Thank you guys for tuning in. John is covering Losers Final as we speak. I will see you guys later. I'm gonna cool down my throat at this point. Have a good evening, everybody.
A nice honey ginger tea.